What we're going to review in this tutorial is the basic, which is most of our mainstream process, which will be importing from Solidworks and creating a bending program. So the first thing we do is we come into File, do Import Solidworks Model, and then we're gonna go ahead and find 22441-20. I use the star in front and star in back because it narrows it down really fast. We want the part file. We click on that. Now once this comes in through the import, the first thing we've got to do is essentially tell it where our bend surface is and what is it. You know, how thick, what material, because it doesn't have any properties when it comes through from SolidWorks. So the first thing we do is we'll grab this. It's called Cleanup Model for Unfolding. We'll click on this, and we always click the surface that the bend is going to be performed on. So you're going to instantly get usually this box up that says, hey, this is what I am, CRS, this is how thick I am, and these are the properties that I was at when I was in SolidWorks. We're gonna disregard that. So we're gonna use our own stuff within the MetaCam. So we're gonna cancel that. And then we're gonna come down here to the layer setup. We click this, select the topmost level of the part. We're going to choose the aluminum because we know that's what type of material it is. The thickness is going to be 11 gauge. So you can see that rolls down through all of it. The machine is, we leave that, and then the Denner Elite press brake should already be there for you. Some of these options down here are used if you get to a point where, let's just say there is a countersink part in the model. You can skip that for unfolding. It'll help you get through a few errors. This doesn't have anything like that, so we look to be pretty good to go. We'll close that, and then we'll hit bending. Now if you have errors in your model, you will get an error and it won't let you proceed into this bending tab. So we bring it in. It's telling us, you know, it's going to decide to do 1, 2, 3, and 4 because that thinks it's the best, and we'll go with that. So first thing we do is we grab the auto sequence. We select our tooling, which is going to be, at this point, since we don't have any mating bends against a bend perpendicular to each other, we're just going to choose standard, and we hit OK. Kind of flattens itself out. Each 1, 2, 3 looks like we've got a punch and a die. Now we can grab this bend overview box and bring it up. So this is kind of the status of each bend, punch and die. So everything's checked good. Deformation down here on 2 and 3. So it's kind of just giving you a heads up. It says, hey, you know, the holes are pretty close to the bend line. You could see some deforming in that area. So can't really do too much about that. Usually when we get out on the floor, it's usually fine. So and then we're going to come in here and do a simulate bend, the play button. And you can see right now what it chose for us is a basic 835 length die, which is a V22, and then a 415 punch 281 standard. So that's pretty much our standard stuff that we got out there. I'm just gonna hit play. And it's gonna show us where we're at. You can see the back gauge is moving to position each of the bends. And then no issues, no crashes, nothing of the sort. And again, you can put as much of this machine in here as you want, so you can kind of get a visual of what is going on. So no collisions, no issues. We're pretty much good to go. So at this point, we're going to save this file, and I'm going to save it on my desktop just because we already have a file created in there for that. But when you do save that file, it's manufacturing CNC press brake programs. So we save it first. Second step would be to go ahead and come up here to the print preview, and that will give the breakdown of what this bend program is, gives us the lines, talks about the dies, which ones we're using, and then again walks the operator through the steps of orientation of what he's doing. We print that, and then the third step is going to be to send the code out to the machine. So generate NC code is here, and we hit that button, and we get into this. This is what it should look like. It should have the file name here, network S500 atom KVT file, and then we hit save. Once we save, it'll push all of this information from this program out to the machine. That's it. That's the simple process. If there's no errors, clean, easy bend on how to process it through the Solidworks from the engineering department right out to the floor. Thank you.